How's our email this morning?
It's good.
Is it good?
There's a few about that.
How are the Nude Move stories?
There's not very many of them.
I see there's a couple late ones that came in yesterday morning. Are those worth reading?
They're okay. I mean, they're Nude Move stories.
Yeah, no, Nude Move stories are always good. The Nude Move is when, of course, you're just enjoying a couple drinks with your date or whatever, and you go to the bathroom and you reemerge nude and just put it all on the line. And
see if she responds.
Yeah.
This is simple and clean, and if done correctly, can be very, very effective in getting some bush.
And people feel the worst that can happen is she might slap you across the face. She might get up and storm out, but on the other hand, she might just flip out and go for it.
Well, this guy in the story yesterday was interviewing someone, and he tried the Nude Move. And the interviewee did not dig it at all.
Yeah.
And he ended up losing his job.
Yeah, typically the nude move isn't done in a work environment.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
But Drew, Mike, had to tell you guys, you brought up the Nude Move today, which is hilarious because it was just used on me last night.
Ooh.
I remember the last time this was brought up on your show. I'd love to hear more of the stories again. However, it seemed most of the stories involved a guy trying the move and failed. But I don't remember too many stories about guys having the nude move pulled on them by a chick. So I thought I'd share my story. I'd gone out to the bar last night, ended up running into an ex-girlfriend. We shot the bleep for a while, and then I went home thinking nothing of it. 2 hours later, I'm sound asleep in bed and wake up to somebody thumping on my bedroom window. Thinking somebody was trying to break in, I ran around the back with my pistol in hand, only to find my ex and her friend standing there. She said she really needed to talk to me about something and asked if they could come in for a few minutes. Shaken and still half asleep, I let them in. Shaken and still half asleep, I let them in and headed to the bathroom. I come back to the living room only to find both of them nude and waiting for me. Oh my God!
Jeez.
Needless to say, she really had nothing to talk to me about, and I didn't get any more sleep last night. Wonder how many other chicks have tried the nude move. Seems to me their success rate would be a lot higher than guys. Well, anyways,
wow.
You guys rock, love the show. God, what a fantasy come true that is. Holy smokes.
I had a girl pull a nude move on me.
Did you really?
Think of it? Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, come to think of it, just hit me. Back when I was working for the meat wagon for the ambulance, we had this wild chick. Oh, man, it was funny because every guy thought they were the Don Juan, and it turned out she was screwing everybody. It was one of those deals. Oh, yeah. That's the one. Boy, if we were on XM or something, we could really get into this. But anyway, she because the one guy he lived in Lake Orion and had this little cottage there by the water, and all of a sudden he was talking about how he heard his screen door open, and all of a sudden here she was completely nude.
Wow.
Of course he told us this story after one of the other guys said, guess blah 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 came over, and guess what? And it was like, oh, well, she did that with you, she did this with me, and then all of a sudden everybody that worked there practically said, oh, that's interesting, she came over to see me last night, and the other guys, really? I saw her 2 days ago. Like in 1 week, she did the whole crew. Well, all of a sudden, we weren't so special anymore.
Did everybody get the nude move?
Everybody got the nude move, including me, because I was at my parents'. I took her upstairs, and I was living at home naturally, so I took her up to my room. And she said, "What would you do if I got completely naked?" And naturally, I had the right response, and she did.
The right response, as if you had any other response than the one that we know you gave.
So which day were you?
Huh?
Which day were you?
You know what? I was at the end. I'm going to be honest with you.
Caboose.
I know. I wasn't the caboose.
They're calling you Friday now?
Hang on, wait a minute. Hang on.
Friday Clark?
No. You know what? I was. Let me think. Let me figure this out. Wait a minute.
Come on,
you know what? I was second from the last. I was second. Oops. Yeah, it would be Friday, based on Sunday being day. Well, or it could be Saturday if you consider Sunday the seventh day the day of rest.
We got a bunch of email, and not to cut off your story if there's more you wanted to share.
Oh, there's more, but I wish I could share it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You remember that one? Remember I was telling you?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Now, I have a confession to make. During the commercial break, I was on the phone with someone, and I was stretching the truth a little bit in order to kind of keep something alive, because this guy was about to hang up on me. There's a company that does translating and interpreting, and they apparently had to let go of an employee because he pulled this rather unusual move. He was interviewing a rather attractive young lady, and he excused himself to go to the restroom and came back nude.
Completely nude.
Now, we've heard of the nude move before.
Oh, yeah, we took calls on that.
Yeah.
Especially when you're on a date with a chick, you leave her out in the living room, and then you come back completely nude. You come back naked as Jaybird.
I'd love to get a success rate on the nude move. Maybe get some email on that. Those of you who have tried the nude move, has it ever worked for you?
Yeah.
I would imagine a lot of alcohol would certainly make it more effective.
Yeah, it's a ballsy move, no pun intended.
But anyway, we're trying to get... they really don't want to talk about this guy, well, as you can understand.
Oh, well, yeah.
This guy's name is Akbar.
Yeah, oh boy.
And
Cut it out, Akbar.
They do not want to talk about the reason for Mr. Akbar's dismissal. But I told him we were on WRIF, but that amazingly, in spite of my fine career in radio, I also had been seeking employment there as a translator, and I may even be speaking a couple other languages.
Well, you've always been bilingual, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, you have a history with that.
I didn't even mention Spanish, but we'll get to that. If I'm forced to reveal that, I will. But I'm getting tired of holding on here. I'm thinking about putting them on hold and calling on the other line and seeing if I can get this guy to speed the process up. What do you say? Because Tommy Lee's coming up in about 10 minutes. Do it. So we probably ought to get going on this.
Yeah.
Is this really appropriate music for this? Yes, sir. Hi, it's Drew and Mike calling on WRIF Radio. We were holding for...
Yeah, I know. Sorry, you don't know the line. I've got to put you on hold. I'm sorry about that.
You know, I got to ask you a personal question because I know it's really awkward and stuff, but we had spoken earlier about some kind of interpreting and translation work there.
I appreciate that, but hold on. I'm going to put you through the right person. Hold on.
Well, can I just ask you a question? It might help.
Hold on. Hello?
Yes.
I'll put you on. Here you go. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can I ask you a question, sir? I had applied for some work there, interpreting and translating, and had spoken to Mr. Akbar.
When was this?
This was in, July of last year. I'm calling from the United States of America.
Uh-huh.
And I heard that he may have gotten into some trouble, something about taking his clothes off in an interview, and I don't know if this is the same person or not. Please don't hold this against me if this isn't the same person.
Well, we had Mr. Akbar working for us, but he left us last year. Is there anything we can do to help you?
Well, yeah, I was hoping to maybe be moved along to someone else, but can you verify, is he the one that took his clothes off in the interview?
Which interview?
Well, apparently he was interviewing a female,
we had Mr. Akbar who left us last year. There's nothing else that we can say. If there's anything we can help you with...
Did he leave underneath these under these circumstances, however, the business of the nudity versus just quitting? Or
ask what your interest in that is.
Well, because he was the guy, he was my contact person there, and I didn't want to be held... You know, I didn't want him to reflect on me that he was my contact person if he was not being held in high standing there.
Nothing would reflect on you regarding any ex-employee.
Okay, I really appreciate that. It was really awkward, and I was really embarrassed to call because
No, that's no problem.
I heard a lot about your company and, the great interpreting and translating work that you guys do.
Thank you very much. Are you registered as a translator with us?
Yeah, apparently, with Mr. Akbar.
For what language?
For Arabic.
Okay, because you'd be on our database, and that has nothing to do with Mr. Akbar or any other former employee.
I have some actual audio, I guess, of his going away party. Does this sound familiar?
This penis party's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. This penis party's got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho.
Does that sound like the party?
It sounds like a party, but that's not familiar to anything I've heard.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Because I kind of got the impression there you were sort of acting like you trapped me into something. I didn't understand what was going on. It's crazy.
No, that's not the case. What we're saying is that you couldn't have spoken to Mr. Akbar in the last couple of months because he's not been with us.
No, I didn't speak to him in the last couple of months. I spoke to him I think it was July.
Okay.
And then I heard that he...
Can I ask your good name again?
It's Mr. Lane, Lane.
Lane.
Yeah.
If there's any doubt, you can send us your CV again.
Okay.
We'll make sure it's updated.
And what did you want me to send on the CD?
No, if you want to make sure that you're continuing to be registered with us as a linguist, you can send us your CV again by email.
Okay.
Okay?
I speak Italian. Can I possibly be registered as an Italian linguist?
Of course, you can put all that in, and if you've got suitable qualification, etc., then we'll register you on.
Did you want the audio of the retirement party Mr. Akbar had?
But I don't blame you for firing him. I mean, obviously he had to be fired. You can't just walk in on an applicant nude.
Can you put the background audio down?
Yeah, I was just playing the audio because that was apparently from his going away party.
How did you record that?
Well, we brought our digital audio tape system into the going away party.
When did this party happen?
After he lost his job, we met over at his apartment.
How come we didn't get an invite?
Well, sorry about that.
I don't know. I think he said that somebody over there fired him.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you for firing him nude. You can't walk into a job applicant nude. You can't do that.
No, I think you've got some sort of wires crossed.
I would say wires crossed would be putting it mildly.
Yeah, what a confusing bunch of... Oh, my God.
I think it's him.
This guy must be so totally lost. He must know what's going on.
There's no question it's him. I mean, that's the company that fired him, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they all
He's trying to hide it.
But I love that he wants to know how we got the audio from the party.
I think he's upset.
Because he wasn't invited.
Yeah, that's what I say. I really believe that. That was the funniest thing I think of all.
I can't believe
He's
that.
bummed out he wasn't invited. He was left off the list.
But he's not going to hold it against me either that I was brought into the system by Saeed Akbar.
What? Oh, gosh.
Should we call Mr. Akbar back?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, man.
I just can't believe you can translate Italian and Arabic.
Why?
That's pretty amazing.
Why would that guy ask how we recorded that party?
Because he was amazed. He was impressed.
Why would you ask that?
He wanted to know.
How did you record that?
He was amazed.
Well, we used a little micro cassette. I mean,
you got to admit, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are, applicants from America who just happen to be on the radio.
Yeah.
And we're at the guy's going away party. And the guy got fired for taking his clothes off in an interview with a female applicant. I mean, the whole thing's pretty outrageous. The fact that they would throw him a retirement party is pretty amazing.
Jeez, yeah, after all that. And he'd be upset because he wasn't invited. And
you guys were.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that they would give him retirement when he took his clothes off in an interview.
Yeah.
Well, he could have been like, hello? Hello, is this Mrs. Akbar?
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Akbar?
Yeah?
Yeah, this is Drew and Mike calling on WRIF Radio. How you doing today?
Hello?
What happened? I was just talking. Is Mrs. Akbar there?
No, she's not here now.
No, I was just talking to her. Why are you asking me? Why can't I talk to Mrs. Akbar?
Because she doesn't understand English, that's why.
Oh, I see. That's a pretty good reason. Except she understood what I said.
That was my daughter. The other daughter, they picked up the first time.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's who I was talking to.
Mr. Akbar.
Is this Saeed?
No, I'm not Saeed Akbar. I'm sorry. This is another Akbar. There's two Akbars in Dunfermline. I'm not Saeed Akbar.
Did you go to his retirement party?
I beg your pardon?
Did you happen to go to his retirement party?
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. You'll have to talk to somebody else.
Okay.
But I'm not Mr. Akbar. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I figured for religious reasons he probably wouldn't want to hear about that party.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, that'd be an international incident. Play that back.
If it was the guy that did it, that's one thing. But if he had nothing to do with it, if it's really not the guy, and I question that.
I seriously do, too. I think it was him.
I think he's lying his ass off, and I also think Mrs. Akbar speaks English. Should we call back just to see if Mrs. Akbar speaks English?
She answers.
Well,
let's see. How can we find out if she speaks English?
Well, you speak Arabic, so why don't you just ask her in Arabic?
Yeah, there you go.
Or
let's
Italian.
See. What would a telemarketer be calling for over there?
Well, first see if she answers. I mean, basically, if she can respond to hello, we're off and running.
Just say, do you speak English?
Didn't she? Yeah, absolutely.
And if she says no, then she does. If she
exactly.
says yes, she does.
I think he's lying.
We've got to have some good drop that'll really question her English.
Such as?
I'm just thinking.
Like.
By the way, nice penis.
Like that?
Yeah, if she says thank you, she speaks English.
If she says thank you.
That tends to be a good translation test.
I know, I respond.
Yes, we're doing a survey on the royal family. Is the lady of the house there, please?
I'm sorry, she's not in. Sorry.
She's not. Could she complete the survey, though, if we were to call back a couple hours later?
No, I'm afraid no.
Oh, she couldn't do our survey?
No.
Is there any reason? It's a very simple survey. In fact, we're paying people up to £20 for completing it.
No, thank you, but no, sorry.
What if we were to pay her £100?
Thank you, but no, sir. Thank you.
What if we were to pay her £150? That's the most I can offer, sir.
Thank you, but no, sorry.
Not even for £150?
Hey, ho, ho.
Man, I am into cheerleading all of a sudden.
I'll get you in the mood.
Okay, well, that was fun.
I'm ready to go to Camp Jim.
Camp Jim?
Yeah, to learn cheerleading. So I can join you.
That was exciting as hell, I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know what we accomplished, but something happened. I don't know what.
I would say we killed about 7 or 8 minutes of the show.
Okay,
really.
there you go. All right.
We ate up about 7 or 8 minutes of the program.
Yeah, okay.
It's really
valuable.
What happened?
I think it was too. I mean, I'm not saying it's best of, but
No, not exactly. But you never knew where it was going to go. You know, there was excitement the whole time.
Yeah.
Just never knew. It could be God knows what just around the corner.
Gotta kill time doing something.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of activity to eat up 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's not always going to go by the book.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are you
In fact, things like that. That was a lot of energy to do nothing right there.
It was.
It was, right.
Yeah, I'm not apologizing. I refuse.
No.
I'm taking credit. I'm taking laudits for that.
Okay.
I'm taking props. Direct all props to Drew Mike at WRF.com.
I don't accept your apology.
I'm not apologizing anyway.
I don't accept your apology. I know I hate you because I hate you.
Well, what a weird story. Again, the nude move. I think
bizarre. Who in their right mind would do such a thing? God, what people do.
You know what? A few people have pulled the nude move. The move.
The move. Well, we were talking about it once where you have a date, and you get over to your house and leave her in the living room and come back nude.
This guy did not do too well in the nude move. Love your show, long-time listener, first-time email. Thank you, Julie. It is from a chick.
Wait a minute. She got nude?
Well, hold on. Let me read this thing.
Ooh,
you know what? Somebody probably pulled it on her. The nude move with me didn't work. I had a longtime boyfriend. We were going through the breakup stage. I went to his house to talk about some things. I walked in the house, announced that I was there. He said he'd be out in a minute. He walked into the kitchen where I was sitting, and he was completely naked.
Oh, boy.
He said I probably wanted to see him nude one last time.
That's how concerned he was for the breakup. Isn't that for... Oh, no. He wants to see me nude one more time. What a goofball.
Guess what? He was wrong. And pretty flaccid, too. The nude move success rate with me equals 0%. Go Pistons. And that's from Julie. Thanks, Julie.
Oh, man. Oh, that's just fantastic.
Nude move in high school. High school's a little early for the nude move, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'd say.
But let's see. Hey, guys, when I was in high school, I was dating this girl who had recently gotten out of a relationship with one of my old friends. Apparently, she had him over for dinner one night, and after dinner, her parents left the two of them alone to watch a movie. The guy hurried into the TV room while she made popcorn and got completely naked. When she walked in, she saw him lying on the couch but naked and ran away.
Ran away.
I'm sure you can imagine the visual. Funny thing was, when I started going out with this girl, he got mad and wanted to beat me up. Out of anger, she told everyone in school, by the way, I ended up kicking his butt. Love the show. Right.
Okay.